Hi everyone, welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be doing something a little bit more different than usual, something I've not done before on this channel. So I'm going to be doing a swapping my screen time for reading challenge. I have so much going on the next couple of weeks, so I was trying to figure out how I could do this, and I think the only way I'm going to be able to do it is if I just do for 5 days. So it's on the video title, it says for a week, but yeah, it's basically just 5 days, because next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend I'm going away for the weekend, and then literally a week after that is my wedding. So I've got loads going on, so much to do. Yeah, so I was trying to figure out what days I'd be able to actually physically sit down and read for some time during the day as well for this challenge. That's what I'm going to do. It's Thursday today, and I think I'm going to start the challenge on Saturday, but I just came on here right now just to do a little intro and tell you what I'll be doing. So yeah, I'll be starting the challenge on Saturday. I won't be doing it on Sunday because I've got a really busy day that day. I've got my third hen do. Don't ask me why I've had 3 hen do's, I just have, that's just how it's turned out. But yeah, I've got my third hen do, so I'm going to be busy that day. So anyway, I'll be doing it Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday next week. So yeah, 5 days. Little Loki just come to sit on my lap. But yeah, basically this challenge is where you go on your phone, and your phone, well at least on an iPhone, I don't know if other phones do this, but on an iPhone you can go on settings and then you click on screen time, which is here. So you click on that and it tells you what your screen time is each day. So it tells you my daily average is 3 hours 29, which isn't actually as bad as it has been in the past, to be fair. Sometimes in the past it's been like 5 or 6 hours, so you know, not too bad. So say like I'd been on my phone for 3.5 hours on one day, that's how long I'd have to read for that day. So I will set a timer each day when I'm reading, and the challenge is just to read instead of your screen time, pretty much. So for Saturday, I'll be using Sunday's screen time, because for some reason the screen time thingy on my phone hasn't been working properly, so I had to reset my phone and reset a few settings, and now it works. So Sunday was the first day that it fully worked. So basically, instead of using Saturday's screen time, because that's not accurate, I'm going to use Sunday's screen time for Saturday when I do the challenge. So on Saturday, I will have to read for 3 hours 58 minutes. I've got quite a few things to do on Saturday as well, so I will try my best to fit that in, but I don't know how well that will go, but I will do my best. And then on Monday I will have to read for 3 hours 49 minutes. On Tuesday was a bit worse. On Tuesday I'll have to read for 4 hours 10 minutes. On Wednesday it is 3 hours 54 minutes, so it's all pretty similar. And then Thursday will be whatever today's screen time is. So today so far it's on 2 hours 3 minutes, but obviously that will go up because I'm still using my phone today and stuff. So that will be, it's basically very similar time each day, but I will be starting the challenge on Saturday. So next time you see me, it will be Saturday, which will be the first day of the challenge. And what I'm currently reading at the moment is Twisted Games by Huang. I've only got about maybe 100 pages left, so this might be finished before Saturday because I've got today and tomorrow to finish this. So I may probably be reading something else by the time Saturday, the first day of the challenge, comes around. But anyway, I picked up this book earlier to show for this video, and my cats have chewed the cover. They don't normally do this. Normally they just chew my bookmark and pull the bookmark out of my book, which is acceptable because these bookmarks are just cheap ones from Book Depository. They're nothing exciting. But they've actually chewed the cover and chewed holes in it, so yeah, I'm not very happy with them, to be honest. But anyway, I've just thought I'd film the intro now. So I will see you on Saturday for the first day of this challenge. Hi everyone, it is now Saturday. I'll be using Sunday's screen time today, as I said, because my phone wasn't like calculating it properly on the Saturday for some reason. So today I've got to read for 3 hours 58 minutes, so pretty much 4 hours. And I was just looking at what I used most of my screen time on that day. It was 1 hour 3 minutes on YouTube, and to be honest, I don't really count YouTube as screen time because I kind of have it on in the background while I'm doing other things, but I'm going to count it for the sake of this video. I spent 29 minutes on Instagram, 20 minutes on Facebook Messenger, 20 minutes on Facebook, 12 minutes on TikTok, and then like small amounts of time on other things. So in a minute I'm gonna set a timer, start the timer going, and I'm currently reading on my Kindle Collided by Laura Nasher, which is the second book in the Dirty Air series, and I did DNF this book a couple months ago, but for some reason I felt like picking it back up, but I'm not really enjoying it, to be honest. It's like typical guy fancies this girl, they're like really good friends, but he doesn't want to get into a relationship, or she doesn't either because he doesn't want to commit, but he's like super attracted to her body and he keeps mentioning how attracted he is to her, and it's just, yeah, not that great. So I feel like I don't really want to start off the challenge reading that, so I'm actually going to start a new book, The Unhoneymooners by Christina. The font in this book is quite spaced out, so I thought maybe I might feel like I'm getting through it quicker. So I'm going to start off with this one, and I'll catch up with you in a bit and let you know how I get on. Again, it is now, what time is it? It's 3:10 in the afternoon. I've officially read for almost 4 hours. So I've read for 3 hours 53 minutes. So all I'm going to do is just read like maybe another chapter, and then that will get me up to the 3 hours 58. So yeah, I've read quite a lot of this. I am on page 258, which is over 50 pages an hour. Normally I read about 50 pages an hour, but I've read more, but I think it's probably because it's like an easy rom-com, so it's just like super easy to get through. There's two twin girls, Amy and Olive, and Amy is getting married and it's her wedding, so obviously Olive's like the maid of honor, and everyone at the wedding comes down with food poisoning pretty much, except from Olive and their best man, Ethan. So basically Amy and her husband can't go on their honeymoon, so Olive and Ethan go on their honeymoon instead, because they can't get a refund, so they go on the honeymoon, and they don't like each other, so it's like pretty much enemies to lovers, like forced proximity, that kind of thing. Just, you know, pretty standard. It is very enjoyable. It's quite cringy at times. There's like cringy kind of parts, but it's enjoyable. I've been enjoying myself. Yeah, it's just standard really. There's not nothing groundbreaking, but yeah, nothing too unique either. Pretty much, it kind of reminds me of a mixture between The Hating Game and Spanish Love Deception. It kind of seems like a mixture between those two books, but yeah, so I've basically completed the challenge for the day. I'm just going to read a few more pages, get myself up to the 3 hours 58 minutes, and then tomorrow I'm not doing the challenge because I've got a really busy day tomorrow, so I'll be doing it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So I will come back to you on Monday before I start Monday's reading. Just laughing. Hi everyone, it's now Monday. The weather is really grumpy. Yeah, it's not very nice outside. I've done some work this morning and I'm going to do some more work after lunch, but it is currently 11:51, so it's a little bit early to get lunch at the moment, so I'm going to just sit here and read for a little bit. So I've got this is my screen time from last Monday, if it will load, 3 hours 49 minutes, so that's what I've got to read for today, which I think I should easily do because I usually read in the evening during the week. So I spend 58 minutes on YouTube, which, yeah, that's just watching YouTube videos. 40 minutes on Facebook Messenger. It's because I talk to my mum on Facebook Messenger, so that's probably what that is, 40 minutes of speaking to my mum. Instagram, 24 minutes. TikTok, 17 minutes. A game that I play, 9 minutes. WhatsApp, 8 minutes. And then just short amount of time on other things. So most of the time it's usually like YouTube and Instagram and Facebook Messenger speaking to my mum. That's usually what my screen time consists of. But yeah, so 3 hours 49 minutes. I'm gonna set the timer and I'm gonna read some more of the Unhoneymooners. I'm currently on page, because I read one more chapter the other night, page 273, and there's about 400 pages in the book, so definitely within 3 hours 49 minutes of today I should finish this book. So I am enjoying it so far. It's just it's nothing like crazy, like a kind of, you know how Loki, stop it, he's like biting my camera. But yeah, it's nothing like crazy, but yeah, it's good enough, it's entertaining. So I'm going to set the timer now and read some more of this for a bit until lunch.
myself wondering, what did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year.
And at the moment, I'm really obsessed with this game called Township. It's really cool. It's kind of like a farming game, except from you have your own town and everything. Mine's an absolute mess at the moment. I need to like tidy it all up, but I haven't got enough room. But yeah, I've just been really obsessed with this because there's all this stuff where like factories, you make things, obviously grow plants, whatever, grow crops, and then you also have a zoo as well, which you unlock later on in the game, which is really cool. And then you can like upgrade your zoo. So it's kind of like multiple games in one. And then also there's like another game here where you can like get extra things. And there's like one of those, this sort of game as well to earn things for the other game. So it kind of all links together. It's really cool. I know this is not a sponsored video, by the way. I just really like this game. I'm just obsessed with that at the moment. So yeah, it's called Township if you want to check it out. I've now just had my lunch, and I did before lunch read for, let me get my timer back up. I read for 38 minutes, just over 38 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some work done now, and then I will probably do some more reading after that, so I'll catch up with you then. So I am back in my usual spot with Loki, keeping me some company. But yeah, this is usually the spot that I read in, like the corner. We've got a corner sofa, and there's the corner, and I always sit like on this end, like this, with my legs out. I've got my blanket, and then yeah, my gorgeous beautiful kitty who's happy, is making some biscuits. But yeah, I am going to set the timer again and maybe read for like another hour or so. Yeah, and I'm hoping, I don't know, I could potentially just sit here and finish this book, to be honest, because I've got less than 100 pages left. And to be honest, I'm actually enjoying this book a lot more now that they're back from the honeymoon. The couple, they're obviously, stuff's happened between them when they're away, they've started to like each other, whatever, you know, standard romance stuff. And then now there's like some conflict going on with her sister and her sister's new husband. So yeah, I'm actually finding that more interesting than the actual like their little romance. So I'm quite liking the way this second half of the book is gone. So I'm actually enjoying it a lot more now. So I'm not sure what I will rate this in the end, but yeah, I'll get back to you when I have finished this and let you know my final thoughts.
Had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again.
It's me again. It's now 10 o'clock at night. I'm just being quiet because my partner's asleep in the bedroom and I just don't want to disturb him, or I don't want him really like hearing me or anything. And ignore my hair, it is really greasy and disgusting because I went to the gym and I haven't washed my hair yet. I'm gonna wash it in the morning. So yeah, just ignore my appearance, and I'm in my dressing gown. It's a little bit chilly tonight. But anyway, today my reading goal for the challenge was 3 hours 49 minutes, and I reached 3 hours 50 minutes. So yeah, I ended up reading, I ended up downloading Kindle app on the iPad, and I downloaded the Tea Dragon Society graphic novel, so I read that. That only took me maybe about 20 minutes, if that. So I read that. It was really cute. Nothing like groundbreaking. I think just like the pictures were really cute, and the colours that we used for the drawings and everything were really nice. But I feel like there wasn't a huge amount of story, so I feel like I would have liked a bit more story, but it was really, really cute. And then I've also read 78 pages of the first novella in Loathe to Love You, and I am enjoying it. It's good. It's nothing like super deep or anything, because obviously it's a novella, but it's enjoyable enough. So yeah, that's all that I've got to in this. And the first novella, it's just about two people who end up living Under One Roof, because this one is called Under One Roof. So someone passes away, and to be honest, I'm a bit confused who she is to both of the characters. I don't know, I think I kind of just missed that part. But anyway, either way, they've both inherited half of this house, so they're both living there. So it's like forced proximity, enemies to lovers, they don't like each other, and at the point I'm at now, you can kind of tell they're starting to like each other and enjoy each other's company. So it's quite cute, it's good enough. I'd probably say it's probably going to be like a 3-star read. And tomorrow is going to be the day with the longest amount of reading, which is 4 hours 10 minutes tomorrow, I think it is going to be. So yeah, I don't know how much I will get through of this, but hopefully I'll be able to get almost done with this, or even completely finish this whole book tomorrow, but we will see. But yeah, I'm just going to like play some games on the iPad, I think, for a little bit before I go to bed. So yeah, and I will catch up with you tomorrow when I start tomorrow's reading. I've just got back from walking into town. It's now the next day, it's Tuesday, and I don't know if you can see, but I'm so sweaty. I'm absolutely boiling. I didn't think it was going to be so hot outside because it's not sunny, but yeah, it's absolutely boiling when I started walking. So I did buy a couple books in town. Let me just show you. So I saw on Instagram loads of people have been getting the Elsie Silver series from the Works for the 3 for £6 deal. They've just bought them out in the Works. What's the series called? Chestnut Spring series, and I've been really wanting to read this. They are on Kindle Unlimited, but I feel like I'd prefer reading them like as an actual book, because apparently they're really, really good. So I'm really excited to read them. So that's what I went in there looking for, and I did find 2 of them. So I found Flawless, the first book, and I also found Powerless, which I think is the second book. I'd have to double check, but either way, I've got 2 of them. So I think there's one more you can get from the Works, the third one, which I will still need to get, but they didn't have it, so I'll have a look again at some point. But anyway, because they're part of the 3 for £6 deal, obviously you had to get a third book just because, to make it up to the deal, because it only costs £1 extra to have like one more book, so why wouldn't you? So I picked up The Switch by Beth O'Leary. I've read some of her other books. I've read The Flat Share, which I really enjoyed, and I've also read The No Show, which I listened to via audio, and I wasn't too keen on that one. But anyway, so I saw this one there and I thought, yeah, might as well pick that one up. So I did get those 3 books, so that's just a really quick little book haul for you. Loki's just come and perched right there. But yeah, I'm going to check what my screen time is for last Tuesday. I think it's 4 minutes 10, but I'm just going to double check. Tuesday, yeah, 4 minutes 10. So I did spend on that day 1 hour 11 minutes on YouTube, 37 minutes on Facebook Messenger, 15 minutes on a game that I play on, 14 minutes on TikTok, 14 minutes on Instagram, 11 minutes on Facebook, 10 minutes on WhatsApp, and then a short amount of time on some other things. So yeah, today I will have to be reading for 4 hours 10, which I think is for the longest. And to be honest, I was expecting my screen time to be a lot more, but it's not actually too bad, just because when I've seen other people do this challenge, they have like at least one day that's like 6 hours or 7 hours or something, but mine are all kind of around the 4 hour mark, so not as bad as I thought it would be. It's currently 11:45, so not quite lunchtime, so I think I'm going to download on the iPad the second and the third book of the Dragon Tea Society graphic novels, and I think I'm just going to read those for now. And then after lunch, I'm going to quickly put some skin makeup on, make myself look a little bit more decent, and I've got to film my July wrap up, and then after that I've pretty much got a free afternoon just to read. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start the timer and read on the iPad for a little bit.
Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too
So I've had lunch, and I have also, just before lunch, I finished the second Dragon's Teesside Society graphic novel on the iPad, and the one was called the Tea Dragons Festival or something. I actually enjoyed this one a little bit more because it had a bit more of a storyline to it. It was a little bit longer than the first one, I think, but it had more of a story to it. It was really, really cute, so I would definitely recommend it. I think I'd probably give it maybe a 3.5 out of 5 stars, whereas the first one I gave a 3, so I'd probably give it that. And that only took me 22 minutes and 14 seconds to read, so I'm not very far through the challenge, and it's already 20 past 2, so I need to crack on now. I've also just filmed my July wrap up, which will be going up on Sunday, but it will actually be up way before this video comes out. But yeah, so I think I'm going to continue on with the first novella in the Loathe to Love You series. I'm not sure exactly how far I'm going to, like whether I'm going to continue with the other novellas after. I'll just see how I feel once I finish the first one, see if I would like to read more of this or whether I would like to start something else. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I'm not sure whether I'm maybe in the mood for like a fantasy or something, because I've been reading quite a lot of romance recently. Like I've read Twisted Games recently, the Unhoneymooners. I read quite a lot of like rom-com and like romance and that kind of thing, and I feel like I might need something a bit different to change it up. But anyway, I'm gonna set the timer again and read some more of this, and I'll get back to you. I think I'll get back to you when I finish the first novella, just so I can give you my final thoughts on that one. I am back again. I'm now 1 hour and 20 minutes through the time, and I've just finished the first novella in the Loathe to Love You thing, which is only 122 pages, so obviously there's not a whole lot to it. It was just a standard kind of enemies to lovers, forced proximity, like romance. Yeah, short, sweet. Yeah, not really too much to say about it, really. I don't know what else to say about it. It was okay. I'd probably give it about 3 stars, just because obviously there's not a whole bunch to it. It was just a little novella. But I did enjoy it, and I think what I'm actually going to do is continue with these novellas, because then I might finish the one on my Kindle that I said I've been reading, just because in a couple days time I'm going on holiday for a few days, so I'll only be taking my Kindle with me, so I don't really want to be starting like a fantasy book, because I feel like that would take me probably a bit longer, and I don't really want to have to take that with me or like stop partway through, because I won't be really reading when I go away. I might get a little bit of time, but I won't be sat there reading for hours like I do normally. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start the second novella, which is called Stuck With You. And this one, it just says the synopsis is: a civil engineer and her nemesis take their rivalry and love to the next level when they get stuck in a New York elevator. So it's probably another similar like forced proximity romance kind of situation going on there. But yeah, so I'm going to restart the timer, get some of that started, and then at 6 o'clock today I'm going to the gym, and then after that I'll have dinner, and then I can just read for a bit again after that. So yeah, we'll see how far I can get through this, because I've got just under 3 hours left of the challenge still. So yeah, I could probably at least, I don't know, I could possibly finish the whole thing. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but anyway, I'll catch up with you again in a bit. Hi again, it's now the next day, so it's now Wednesday. I didn't get a chance to film any clips last night, but I did end up reading for the full 4 hours 10 minutes. I finished the second novella in this book, and I thought it was going to be sort of enemies to lovers kind of thing, but it wasn't. It was like a second chance romance kind of thing, and I did quite enjoy it. It was okay. Yeah, I'd probably give that one a 3 stars as well, so I'd probably give both the novellas so far in this book 3 stars. I then read the prologue for the third novella, and then I kind of just thought I wasn't really feeling it in the end. But I didn't realise all 3 of the novellas actually link together. So there's like the 3 female main characters, each like female main character from each novella are actually friends. So they pop up in each novella, which is quite nice. I didn't realise they all kind of linked, but it's quite nice that they link in some way. But anyway, 2 novellas down, and I think today I will actually read the third novella just to get this done. But last night, because I didn't really feel like starting the third novella after I read the prologue, I was kind of just not feeling it. I read the final graphic novel in the Tea Dragon Society series, it was called Tea Dragon Tapestry, I think, and I think I gave that one 3.5 stars as well, same as the second one. Again, it was just really cute. like the only reason I didn't give it a high rating is I just feel like it didn't like bring any emotion out of me. It didn't make me feel anything really, apart from cute. It just was cute. And I know it's not because it's a graphic novel, because I know, like the Heartstopper graphic novels, for example, those are all 5 out of 5 stars. I love those so much. So it wasn't because it's a graphic novel. I don't know, the artwork was amazing. The artwork I'd give 5 out of 5, but the actual story and stuff I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. So anyway, I don't know how much I'm going to end up filming today, because my partner's going to be home soon and I don't really like filming when he's here, just because I feel like I have to be quiet and stuff. But I am going to. I will film some clips. I'll probably just go in the other room or something. But yeah, I will read the 3rd novella in this one, I think. Let me just see what my screen time was that I need to read today. So I've got to read for 3 hours 54 minutes today, and most of the time on that day was Facebook Messenger, which was 46 minutes, 31 minutes on Instagram, 26 minutes on YouTube, 23 minutes on TikTok, 10 minutes on Facebook, 10 minutes on Gmail, 6 minutes on camera, and then just like short times on other things. So anyway, today I'll be reading for 3 hours 54, and I think most of the reading time I'll probably do in the evening, because I've got quite a few things to do during the day today. I've got some work to do, and I've also got a video to edit. I'm going to go to the gym at about 3 o'clock. So yeah, I've got quite a lot going on. So I'll probably do most of the reading in the evening, but I don't know how I'm going to fit in nearly 4 hours of reading, but I will do my best. I want to complete this challenge, so I will do it, even if it means I just have to go to bed late. But anyway, I'll catch up with you later. Maybe I'll probably catch up with you maybe when I finish the 3rd novella, just so I can let you know my thoughts on that one, and then I can let you know what I'm actually going to read next. Hi everyone, I'm just about to do my evening like skincare, and I've finished the challenge for the day, so I didn't have the chance to update you earlier really, but I thought I'll do it now while I'm doing my skin quickly. I've got the books here anyway. So this one I finished the last novella and the little like bonus chapter at the end. It was okay, but to be honest I was glad when it was done, because I was getting a bit like I just wanted to get it done, to be honest, because all 3 of the novellas, like they're quite similar I suppose, and like reading 3 of them in a row was quite a lot. I thought they were good, like quick stories, and they were enjoyable enough, but they were just nothing special really. And I feel like the characters in each of the novellas were quite similar. Like the 3 male characters, the one in each of them, they all seem like the same person pretty much, and the female main character as well. They all just kind of seem like the same character. There wasn't really any distinguishing things apart from their hair colour, for example. But all the men were like big, massive, broad, tall, really like amazing six-pack, that kind of thing. And all the girls were like really petite, 5 foot, tiny. It just gets a little bit repetitive after a while. So obviously I did enjoy them, but I am glad that I'm done with them now, to be honest. So that last novella and the bonus chapter took me about 2 hours 10 minutes. So then I moved on to read on my Kindle the rest of Collided by Lauren Asher. So I've been reading that this evening. And as I said before, I did DNF this a while ago because I just found it quite boring. There wasn't really much plot. And to be honest, I'm finding the exact same thing. I read about 90 pages in the remaining time this evening, and I'm finding it quite the same, to be honest. There's not really much plot to it, to be honest. Like, the guy just likes this girl, but you don't really, it's just really like shallow. It seems like he just wants her body and wants to be physical with her and stuff, but he does actually want to be serious with her. But it just seems like he's all talking about her body, and then the female character as well, there's just not much to her, to be honest. It's just a very mediocre story. There's not a whole lot of plot other than the fact that they can't be together because of he can't be associated with someone in the other F1 team or something. I don't know, something like that. I kind of lost the plot of it. I was kind of yeah, can't really wait to be done with it, to be honest. I've got about 2 hours, it says on the Kindle, it says how long you've got left. I've got about 2 hours 37 minutes, I think. So that means, because I know tomorrow is nearly 4 hours again that I've got to read for, so I should finish it tomorrow. But because I'm not finding it that interesting, I don't really want to just sit down for hours and read it. So I think I might read like half an hour here and there tomorrow just to get it done. And then after that, I'm not too sure what I'm going to start, but it'll be something on my Kindle probably. But yeah, that's the challenge done for today. So then I will catch up with you tomorrow morning at some point, and I will be continuing with Collided by Lauren Asher tomorrow, and then starting something new. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hi again, it is now Thursday, and today, let me check my reading time for the day. This is the final day of the challenge, which I'm quite pleased of, just because then I can just read whenever I want. Although, to be honest, I probably would have read maybe not quite as much as I have the past few days, but I probably would have read similar, like almost the amount of time. Okay, so last Thursday I was on my phone for 3 hours 53 minutes in total. 43 minutes were on YouTube, 29 minutes on Instagram, 24 on TikTok, 22 on Etsy, 21 on Facebook, 21 on Facebook Messenger. Yeah, that's pretty much that. So I'm going to start the timer, and at first doing this challenge I was using the stopwatch on my phone to do it, so I was using this and then the time was going up. But I think, yeah, I'm starting to do the timer method, the actual timer, so you can see how much you've got left. I think that's probably a better way of doing it. I think that's how most people do it, but anyway, I've switched to doing it that way now. So I'm going to probably read for maybe, I've just had lunch, so I'm going to read for maybe about half an hour now, just to get half an hour done, and then I'm going to edit a video for my other channel, and then I'll probably and then after that I think I've got to go to Tesco's, get some food, stuff like that, because I'm going away tomorrow. We're staying at like an Airbnb, so obviously we bring our own food, so we just need to go shopping and get some bits for that. And then after that I'll be cooking dinner probably, if that's what time it is. Depends on the time. I'll either read for a bit more or I'll cook dinner and then I'll read the rest this evening, but we'll see how it goes. Hi again, I've just come in the bedroom because again my partner's watching a film in the other room, so I've come in here so that he can't hear me. Currently only got 13 minutes 42 seconds left, but I just needed a break for a couple minutes because I am struggling. I don't know if it's because the book I just finished, Collided by Lauren Asher, was so bad that it's put me in a bit of a slump, or whether the book I'm trying to read is not that great. So I'm currently on chapter 6. So I've been reading for over an hour and I'm only 16% through. It's page 41, which is, I've barely read anything in that time. I feel like I've just been really struggling to concentrate, so I've been having to like reread bits again and stuff like that. I'm kind of struggling to get into it. So what I've gathered so far is it's all like rich families. There's this husband and wife, they're called Kat and William, and then next door these new people move in called Nina and Matt, and their husband and wife. And by the sounds of it, because it keeps going from the perspective of Kat and Nina, the two women, and it sounds like Nina wants to leave her husband and she quite fancies Kat's husband, and then Kat cat is quite like possessive of her husband, so obviously there's some stuff going to go on there. So it's basically like a domestic thriller. I'm hoping to get more into it, but at the moment I'm struggling. So anyway, I'm going to end up reading for another 13 minutes or so, and then the challenge will be done. I was so pleased to finish Collided by Lauren Asher. In the end, I gave it 2.5 stars because the book was so long and there was literally like barely any plot. I feel like it could have been done and dusted in 100 pages. It basically could have been a novella. There was just not much plot to it. I just was quite bored. Like, it was okay, but like, I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. I preferred Throttled, the first one, even though I didn't like that one that much either. Hopefully the series does get better, like everyone says. Apparently the 4th book, the last book, is the best one, so I do want to get to that, but I probably won't pick up any more in the series for a little while because I'm kind of put off it after reading that because it took me so long to get through. Anyway, I'm going to go back into the living room and finish my last 13 minutes of reading, and then I'll be done for this challenge, so yay! Hi again, it's now a week later and I'm just about to edit the video, so I'm just going to film like a wrap-up clip for the end of the video because it kind of ended a little bit abruptly. I did this challenge for 5 days and I actually read quite a bit in those 5 days, like more than I would have done if I hadn't been doing the challenge, because I probably read for a lot more time, like forced myself to read for more time than I would have normally to try and get through the time for the challenge. So I'm just going to go through the books that I read in this challenge, and disappointingly enough, none of the books I rated more than 3.5 stars. So the books that I read weren't like the best. I didn't have the best time in the world, but I'm glad I got through some of them, and yeah, it was just a good challenge to take part in. So the first book that I read was The Unhoneymooners by Christina, and as I said before, this book I enjoyed, but it was quite like cringy at times, was, you know, a little bit cheesy, but it was a good time. I did enjoy this, and I enjoyed the second half more than the first half, and I gave this 3.5 stars. I then went on and read the Tea Dragon Society graphic novel on the iPad, which was okay. It was cute. I loved the drawings, I loved the illustrations. There just wasn't much story to the first one. Like, it was really short and there wasn't much like plot to it or anything, so I gave that 3 stars. I also read the other 2 graphic novels in this series. So the first one was Tea Dragon's Festival or something, and the other one was Tea Dragon's Tapestry, and I gave both of these 3.5 stars because they had a bit more plot to them, a bit more story. They still weren't anything like super special, but I did really enjoy my time with them, and I enjoyed looking at all the pictures and the illustrations, and it was just really cute and sweet. So yeah, 3.5 stars for both of those. Those were just something quick, just to break up the challenge, and I just felt like reading something really quick. I also read the 3 novellas in the Loathe to Love You little bind-up collection by Hazelwood. This has 3 different novellas in it, and they're all about just over 100 pages each, I think, or about that kind of length. And they were okay, they were cute enough. I gave them probably like 3 stars each, so the book overall was 3 stars. They were good, they were entertaining, but I just think the characters were all too similar. So all of the female characters, they basically seem like the same person, to be honest, and the men, yeah, they seem pretty much the same person as well, but other than just different hair colour and skin colour and that kind of thing. But otherwise, they seem pretty much like the same characters. I feel like there needed to be a bit more variety in the like characters' personalities and stuff, but I did enjoy them. They were cute. And then I also read on my Kindle, I finished off Collided by Lauren Asher. I think I was just under halfway when I started this challenge, and I had DNF'd this book a while ago. There's another romance, like Formula One kind of themed romance, where the guy's like on a team like doing Formula One racing. And yeah, a few months ago I had DNF'd this book because I wasn't enjoying it too much, but I've decided I do want to continue on with the series, so I wanted to get it done, so I thought I'd do it in this challenge just to kind of get through it. And it was okay. I gave it 2.5 stars, so it wasn't the best. I just feel like their connection was physical mostly. Like, I feel like he just kept mentioning how like physically attracted he was to her and what he wanted to do to her and stuff like that. I was just a bit like, you know. I kind of prefer romance when there's like more deeper like stuff, I don't know, like more meaningful stuff rather than just that. And also the book was over 400 pages long, which it definitely did not need to be that. I feel like the whole story could have been wrapped up in 100 pages. It could have just easily been a novella. I just feel like not much happened. There was so much that could have been cut out. It just wasn't the best, to be honest, and I wouldn't recommend it, but I did want to read it just so I can get to the other ones in the series. So yeah, I did read 2 full books, 3 graphic novels, and just over half of one on my Kindle. So that was a success for 5 days of reading. So I read quite a lot in that time, and I'm really pleased with how the challenge went. I would definitely take part in this challenge again. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you got to the end of this video, please comment down below a sunshine emoji, because I'm getting married in a few days' time when I'm filming this clip, and by the time this video goes up, because this video is being uploaded on the Sunday, I'm getting married the Monday after. So the day after this video uploads, I'm getting married. So put a sunshine emoji down below if you did get to the end of this video, because I am hoping for sun on that day, pretty much. I just don't want rain. So yeah, I want it to be a nice sunny day. Please subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.